Hi, welcome everybody. Thank you for your patience this evening. I'm Margaret Carney, and we want to sell you on the International Museum of Dinnerware Design, of course, before we start tonight's program with Julie Gaines. So I want to remind people that, well, one, I'm really grateful you're here, and thank you to the Ann Arbor District Library for hosting the event. We're really happy to work with them. It's always fun, and we never know what's going to happen on any given evening. You'll be muted, and your little faces are going to disappear from our screens until we get to the question and answer session at the end. At that time, we'd like you to put your questions in the chat, and my husband Bill, who's hiding over here, he will refer the questions to Julie. But first of all, I want to make a few announcements. We have a newsletter, and if you haven't gotten it in the mail, that means you're not a member, and you can join by going to dinnerwaremuseum.org. It's very simple, and join. You can tell, those of you who love Restaurant-Ware, you can tell this issue with the wraparound color is all Restaurant-Ware. Another announcement I have is that we have an exhibition, if you happen to be in the Ann Arbor area, that we have a show called State Plates, which is every state in the union. That was donated by a couple who collected them all. Vernon Kilns, they're all Vernon Kilns state plates and they're on view right now in Ann Arbor. If you go to dinnerwaremuseum.org, you can see the dates and times. And if you were a member, you would have gotten this nice card in the mail with all that information on it. And I want to make one more announcement before I talk about Julie and more Restaurant-Ware. And that is that a month from now, and I want to do this now because at the end, you're all going to be asking Julie questions. And so a month from now, we're really delighted that we're going to have a talk, another Zoom talk on October 11th. And that's with Allison Cross, who's the executive director of Manitoga, which is Russell Wright's home and studio in New York. And she will be giving a presentation about Russell Wright and Manitoga. So mark October 11th. And if you've already signed up for this one, you will get a notification about that one. And one more thing, you should, if you register once, if you fill out your little, carefully your email and all that, you only have to really do that once. Once we get it, it's in there. And you don't have to fear that you're not going to receive it. So part of my introduction about Julie is that if you haven't been to Fish's Eddy, you should go. It's an experience. But she did this incredible book, which is called Minding the Store. I can't read backwards, which is what I'm seeing on my screen. And if you're there at the store and you buy it and Julie happens to be in the store, you should get her to inscribe it. And anyway, it's this book, I'm not kidding. It made me laugh. It made me cry. All of those things. It's a great book. So, but it's the history of Julie and Fish's Eddy, which are interwoven. So I think, oh, I'm going to show just one more thing, which I waved at people earlier who got in the waiting room. I don't know how to make this show up anywhere. It's a little Restaurant-Ware Well of the Sea creamer, which is one of my favorite pieces in our museum. And we do collect Restaurant-Ware and love it. So Julie, I know you're there somewhere. I can't see your face yet, but I'm going to turn this over to Julie Gaines and let her give a tour of the Fish's Eddy American-made Restaurant-Ware collection and say whatever she wants. We're delighted to have you here, Julie. Thank you so much, and see you in a moment.
Second, yeah,
good. You're on.
Yep. All right, Margaret and Bill, thank you for having me. It means a lot. And Margaret and I had a love at first conversation situation when she saw my Well of the Sea collection. And long story short, we're doing glasses that are inspired by the patterns. So I'll tell you a little bit about the history of the store, because the history of the store and the history of the dishes are intertwined. And I feel very lucky because we were there at the heyday And it's bittersweet because we are here at the very end of this industry that is an important industry in this country. So about 37 years ago, I opened a little store, and I wasn't really with my then partner, and we weren't really sure what we were going to sell. I do collect, these portraits and stuff like that. Maybe you can pull the camera up here. Like, yeah, I collect. Yes. I collect portraits and things like that. And that's good. And just like odds and ends. And we opened a little store. It was tiny. It was about 500 square feet. And sorry, my sister's disturbing me. So we opened this little store. We weren't sure what we were going to sell. And we're natural born scavengers. So we started looking around in the Bowery, in New York City's Bowery. And the Bowery in New York City used to be restaurant suppliers. So if you had a restaurant in Connecticut or even in the Midwest, anywhere, you wouldn't go to a manufacturer who makes the dishes. You would go to the supplier, the wholesaler. So there were two hubs in this country. It was New York City's Bowery, and it was Arch Street in Philadelphia. And of course, it was just classic third generation Jewish guys that came into Ellis Island and started peddling dishes. And next thing you know, there's a restaurant supply here, restaurant supply here, restaurant supply here. And we just were digging around. We already had a little store. We still did not know what we were going to sell. So we called it Fish's Eddy, which is a little town upstate. And then what we did was we went to the first restaurant supply, and we go downstairs into the basement, and there is hundreds of thousands of dishes just sitting there unclaimed, and nobody wanted them. They were all mix and match, and they were from different hotels and Hamburg Heaven and the Ritz-Carlton and everything. Here's a Plaza, yes, here's a Plaza Hotel, and it's dated 1904. I don't know if you could see it. Can you see it? Yeah. So we would go around, and this is from the archive room, so I'll get to that after. No, I don't want to. Okay. So we went to the first restaurant supply, and it's not that I ever wanted to do dishes when I was little. The joke is that I spent my whole life getting out of doing dishes. But we went to the second restaurant supply, and that was filled. That basement was filled. And then we went to the third restaurant supply, and that basement was filled. So that kind of started defining the store, because we started getting everything and bringing it back, and everybody loved it. But we could see the most important thing is that these dishes were of historical significance. They were the shapes and the everything about it, the quality, the durability, the silhouettes. It was so beautiful. So we just got everything we could. And a few years later, we were thinking, well, let's make our own dishes at these manufacturers. So we looked on the bottom of the plates, and we saw, well, buffalo china, let's go up to buffalo china and make a pattern there. We'll give them some drawings or something. And then we went to the Midwest. We went to Homer Laughlin, which everybody knows. And we went to Shenango and Sterling China. And I know I'm preaching to the choir because everybody knows these places. And everybody knows the fate of them. But we started doing our own patterns. So the store became sort of an amalgam, a mix of vintage dishware and dishware we were designing ourselves. And it was beautiful because they were designing it. These manufacturers never took shortcuts. So they were making a plate in the 80s the same way they made a plate at the turn of the century. So it was really, it was quality stuff. And if anybody's been to any of these manufacturers, then you know very well that this stuff is made with love. I mean, they really, really have, everybody has a job. I know that's how factories work, but in China, in the factories, there's a million shortcuts, and they do it the quickest way they can. And in the American manufacturers, it's just everybody touches it. Everybody has a purpose there. it's old school. It's old school manufacturing. So when we went to the manufacturers, we were very touched and we fell in love with the people that own the manufacturers. It's funny because the people that own the manufacturers were very like Midwestern, steak eating, like that kind of person. And then you have these Jewish guys, ultra liberal Jewish guys in the Bowery. We always wondered, like, do these guys ever have lunch together? But it was the heyday. We were there. Well, the heyday was really right after World War II. So I'm a little younger than that. But right after World War II, they started popping up all kinds of roadside diners and hotels, and they were just bringing stuff in left and right and inventing new kinds of shapes that we needed, like, double-sided egg cups and double spouted creamers and all kinds of things. The catalog started growing really big. And so then little by little into our business, the manufacturers started closing. We never thought that we'd have a problem, because if Buffalo China closed, we were like, well, we could just go to Sterling, or if Sterling closed, well, we'll just go to Shenango. And then next thing you know, they all closed. Skipping to now, during COVID, we almost closed the business, and we had survived a lot. We had survived 9/11, Hurricane Sandy, 2 recessions. I mean, we have been through a lot, but COVID was going to be the deal breaker. We even had a day that we were going to close up, and Homer Laughlin called and said, we're closing up and we have warehouses of ware for you if you want it. And I was like, they really threw us a life raft. They really, really did. So right now, if you go down on my floor in the store, which is below this store, if you go downstairs, people don't understand, but everything that's there is a relic, because it's not going to ever be made again, ever. But so the store is filled with Homer right now. I have a lot of restaurants coming to us because they know the quality of American made. They really get it. But we had to start sourcing offshore. We were very nervous about it. This happened like 15 years ago. We went to our first manufacturer in Mexico, and they made dishes for us, and it was a close second. It wasn't this. You don't hear this at all. You don't hear that solidness. It's not as weighty. You can't drop a mug on my floor. If you have a Homer Laughlin mug, you can just drop it and it won't break. So we started going to our own manufacturers offshore. We did go to China. It did break my heart. But we were very, very adamant about keeping the quality as close as possible. So it was, underglaze, and you guys know this, it's underglaze and you can't feel the decal, and it's impeccable quality. It's double fired. So even when we go to China or Mexico, we spend a lot of money because our minimums are really high. So we started going offshore. And the good thing about going offshore is that you can do your own shapes. So I could just go to China and say, I love this shape from the 1940s in the green band, and this is the shape I want. So that was the good thing. The bad thing is that we had to get 5,000 of them. And when you go to an American manufacturer, you have to get 300. So it changed everything for us as a business. The way to eat up all those quantities for us was for us to start a wholesale business. So we started a wholesale business, and we were wholesaling to Nordstrom and West Elm and all these big companies. And we had a pretty robust wholesale business. We had catalogs, we did the shows, we did the Javits Center, we did Vegas, we did the show in Atlanta. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a show, it's a trade show. So when COVID happened, it was we took a step back. I had close to 50 employees, and now I have about 8 employees. So in a way, we were like, the incredible shrinking business, but on the other side, I'm really proud of everybody here, and we're climbing out slowly, and we're doing a good job with that. And we're going back to making our own patterns a little bit, just slowly. But Homer Laughlin, I have to thank, because they really threw us a leg wrap, like big time. So that's sort of the history of the store. When the manufacturers closed, we got everything. I mean, it was bittersweet because, you know, an American manufacturer's closing, but we were always there. We were in the know for everything. So when Buffalo closed, we got like a lot of their tools and tables and little benches. And it is in my book, but one of the saddest things was we got all their cabinets, you know, fixtures that we use, but they were like lockers for the workers there. And when I think it was Shenango, we took a lot of fixtures back to the store, and I'll never forget opening a fixture up and seeing someone's family portrait in there, because it was his locker where he hung up his coat in the morning and things like that. But these were old pieces. They were, you know, fixtures that were 100 years old. So they set the tone in the store, the atmosphere. So it's almost like it's, you know, if these fixtures could talk, and definitely if these dishes could talk. So so when we went to the manufacturers and they were closing, even Sterling China, we crossed the picket line. We started getting everything. So I'm going to show you some of the pieces we got, because we got from the archive room, we got molds, we got everything. And I want to show you my office and my museum, which will be part of your museum. So I'm very excited about that. I'm really, it can't happen soon enough, because this to me is, should be in a place where it's really preserved and stored. But I will show you a couple of my favorite pieces. This is Yale. Can you see this?
Yep.
This is Yale. And this is on the Adobe ware. So it's tan. Are you getting that? So it's tan. So of course, if the plate broke, God forbid, it would be tan inside. The bisque is tan. And these are all samples. That's why they have this. And this didn't work out so well because it's from Massachusetts. So there's a spelling mistake. Here's one of my favorite pieces of all time. This is LaGuardia Airport. And this is under the glaze. I have no idea what this was used for. A lot of people right now will ask what's going on with this table. These were color chips that were going to the garbage at Syracuse, China. They were literally sitting in huge boxes by the dumpster. So we took a courtroom table and filled the top and then put a piece of glass on it. This is an awesome pattern. And it's from Eddy's World's Fair. It says, can you see it? 1939. Can you see that?
Yep. Got it.
I hope they could see this.
Yeah.
Okay, when I give tours up here, I make everyone hold this. This is not a mug, this is a weapon. I make everybody hold this. This is so chunky and just, if I was a cup, I would be this. Not funny.
I'm sure that.
Here's a double egg cup, and this is from the Helmsley Palace. And also what I wanted to tell you is that several times, people called us because we started getting a reputation for taking surplus china. So the Helmsley Palace called us. Now this would never happen. And I'm all over the place because, you know, I have to wrap up 37 years in an hour. But the Helmsley Palace called us and they said, "Hey, Fisher's Eddy, we have tons of stuff in boxes in the basement. Will you come and get it?" So we got it for next to nothing. And it was the time when Leona Helmsley was in the papers for tax evasion, so tax fraud. So we did a window that said, "Now the little people can eat." So this is a prize too that it's just letting you know that I got the mold. Somebody made this beautiful die cut. Just the action on this. Are you getting this?
Mhm.
And it's a shop sample, so that won't come off. See? But look at this. It's beautiful.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
like this one. And these are shop samples. Oh, just talking about crazy things that the American manufacturers decided they needed. This is a double spouted creamer. Like, who's that lazy? You go like that. Like to you and your friend. Even the care in the back stamps. This is like a 4-color back stamp, desert tan, sterling china. And I have a special place in my heart for sterling china. They were one of the smaller manufacturers, but the owners were so great. And I just have a special, because they were competing with the big guys, and they were so small. But really what happened was people decided to go to another manufacturer just because they owed this manufacturer money. I know how that goes personally. So that's how we do our buying, by who we don't owe money to. So this inspired our logo. And here's this checkerboard. And there's a right way to do checkers, and there's a wrong way. And Macy's knows the wrong way. So if it's a checkerboard from Macy's, you don't want it. If it's a vintage checkerboard, it's beautiful, slightly hand done, a slight bleed. And this inspired our logo. 1926 Albert Pick Company. That's Buffalo, China. These are butter pats. I don't know. I guess I don't want to accuse anyone of being older, but I remember before olive oil, you get a pat of butter. They take at the restaurants, they take a sleeve of butter and everybody gets their own pat of butter. I just remember it's always frozen. So you couldn't like really spread it. And just imagine you're going to a restaurant and how elegant this is to have your own little creamer and a dollop of cream and sugar, which is so beautiful. I won't show this yet because it's my
I know
best
your
thing.
favorite.
But look, I go down rabbit holes a little. This is Arlington Heights Sanitarium, and 1912. Can you get that date?
Yeah, I get it.
And so many we have so many plates from the most unexpected, like maternity wards. I don't know, if there's any mothers out there. Were you thinking of the dishware when you were giving birth? Because I wasn't. This is still around. Someone told me this is around. I learn a lot from customers, but this is from a small airport. I do not know what this is. This is Trader Vic's in Manhattan. And this is so beautiful. Look, this is a Barclay Hotel. Isn't that beautiful? And this is in the Smithsonian Museum of American History, Hotel Astor. Wait, can you see it?
Yeah, of course. Julie,
Okay.
I got it.
All right. And this is a beautiful dish. I feel like a lot of people have these dishes. Maybe this is, look, Prairie Mountain Wildflower, and it's Shenango, China, and it's from Southern Pacific Lines.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay. We had a funny conversation today in the store. This is Walgreens, and this is 1901. But we decided that this was the first Walgreens. And when Walgreens opened, it became Walgreens. That's what I don't know if that's true, but that's what we decided. But it is Walgreens.
Turn it over.
This is Syracuse. Okay, and here, like, this is an orphanage. 1905 Christian orphanage. I can't see the date though. Whenever these were on it, this is Onondaga pottery, which was before Syracuse. So this has to be from the turn of the century because the Onondaga pottery turned into Syracuse pottery. But we always keep these on whenever we see them. This is, yeah. And of course, this is under the waves, General Electric. I don't think we could see that here. Wait, come over here.
Ooh, Julie,
I can see it.
you can absolutely see it.
cool.
Turn it over.
General Electric,
Can you turn it over?
Yeah.
This was, oh,
nothing. And this is Edison Light.
good. That's cool.
Okay, and this is gonna make a lot of people crazy, but everybody knows what this is. So this dish needs no explaining. Everyone knows this. It was a railroad. Is a railroad now.
Wow.
Somebody,
It's
at
beautiful.
the Q&A, I have a question. Well, can someone tell me about this?
It's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
It turned into passenger train Grand Central to Chicago until 1967. Here's Paramount Pictures. Yeah. This is the Metropolitan Insurance. Everybody made dishes. This was branding. This was like marketing and branding in its earliest days. You know, obviously there's no social media or anything, but this was a way that companies differentiated themselves. I actually feel like I'm preaching to the choir up there. But this is 1980 Metropolitan Insurance.
You have to show that cup.
And this is founded in 1863, nearly 100 years operated as a watch company until 1986. And it's America's most distinctive timepieces,
Beautiful.
isn't it?
Yeah. I love behind Terry. Cup and saucer.
Where?
The blue.
Can you stay focused? Okay. Look, this is UFCO. So this is United Fruit Company, which turned into Chiquita Company, Dole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
And this is the Tobin Packing Company. So even these, like, this is their corporate China. Even these packing companies had their own China. Everyone had their own China. It was so easy to do. You could just get, you know, I don't know, 10 dozen plates made at one of these manufacturers. It wasn't a big deal. Today, if you want your own dishes made, I mean, it's going to be an overglaze and it's going to be Vistaprint. Look, this American Airlines
wow.
opened in 1926.
Oh, someone answered your question.
What?
Well, we have to look after
Okay.
the 20.
Look,
Yeah, they'll ask questions.
yeah, I have so
Somebody
many
answered.
I have so many questions for everybody that's listening. If anyone to come here and go through all these dishes with me, it's an open invitation. Because there's so much if you back around. Look.
Let me go slow. Oh, okay. You want me to show this?
Yeah, just for a minute.
Well, there's a picture of Julie.
Okay, they put that when I turned 50 because they said that's all I say, and that is not true.
I heard it was true.
But if you want to be good at retail, this is our slogan.
Let's show
Well,
let's show everything in the showcase.
no,
Oh,
not
okay.
yet.
Sorry.
Here is, look, this is founded in 1925, headquarters in Philadelphia. This is so Mad Men.
It
This is so
It
Mad
is,
Men.
Yeah.
This is,
totally.
yeah, and this is obviously
Wow.
a carrot and celery dish.
So cool.
Yeah,
So cool.
so I'm not going to show you this yet.
Pantone.
Don't. Okay, these were obviously the dishes that they used to show the possibilities they could do. Just to show you how obsessed we were with the industry. These are real, and everybody kept saying, "Can I buy these? Can I buy these?" So we went to Pantone and had them made ourselves. And this is actually the last pattern we ever did with Syracuse China because they closed right away. But look, these are real. These are really, you know, they're
Wow,
color-
Mayor.
yeah. So,
So those are their corporate dishes.
one, these are the dishes for like traveling salesmen. If they come to you and say, well, we could do this gradation.
Oh,
So one unfortunate thing happened. I have some balance issues and I had a huge stack of these and I dropped them and they all crashed. So that's why Terry's here because I don't really like to touch anything anymore.
Are these Pantone colors or
cannot-
these just?
These are Pantone colors, but they named these colors and we can show them outside after.
Okay.
They named these colors. This is before Pantone. Like these are so
Oh.
old. This is before.
Because this is what Pantone does now.
I know, but this is not the Pantone color system. This was
Right.
their own. Here's White Tower Hamburgers, founded in 1926 in Milwaukee.
I love that.
And here is the Hickory Pink. And here, they're playing with the logo right here. I mean, they're playing with it because obviously it goes around here. It's from Walnut Creek, California. Yeah.
Restaurants like that. anymore.
And here's Chicken in the Rough.
That is so fun.
Does it sound
funny.
familiar? That's what I call my sister's dog.
Oh, thanks.
I call him Puppy in the Rough.
His real name is Ziggy. Wait, what does that say underneath?
Chicken in the Rough.
No, underneath.
It says
Regular-
registered US. Who needs to put that on their dish? It's so funny, like that they had to put that. Also known as Beverly's Chicken in the Rough.
Mhm.
Obviously. Here's
Move
New
over.
York Cafe in Ellensville. Ellensville's famous. This is a Chinese restaurant.
That's cool.
Yeah,
New York Cafe for a Chinese restaurant.
yeah. All right,
Oh.
everybody knows this.
Having on the green.
Yes, the real thing. Famous New York City restaurant opened in 1934, featured popular Crystal Room.
They still use that.
No, they can't,
Oh.
like, if they want more, they can't get it unless they go to Vistaprint.
But they, okay.
No, they, if you have a restaurant and you lost your dishes, or if you go to a restaurant and you're drinking out of something that's from Syracuse or Buffalo, China, they just still have it because it's made so well. But if you turn your cup over, and I hope you do, and it says CAC in big black Gothic,
Oh, you have
Letters?
some of those. I've seen them.
well, I don't really brag about them usually.
I know.
We had,
But you are
bring
right
them
now.
in. Okay, well, it means cheap ass China, but I'm just saying. Okay.
Laugh
And
track.
yeah. Okay, and this is established in 1932, Cat and Fiddle Restaurant.
That
in
is
Springville.
so
It's pretty
fun.
cute. Look at him. He's
That's
cute.
such a good logo.
All right. Who knows the dollar store?
Oh my
I've
gosh.
been there.
Oh, that's how it started. Yeah,
10-cent store
that's right.
located in Seattle, Washington.
Who made that? Turn it over.
This is Syracuse.
Sorry if I'm giving everyone a headache. I
Blue
hope I'm not.
Jan's. You're giving me a headache.
Blue
Blue
Jan.
Jan's restaurant opened in 1956. That it turned out to be Burger Boy. It was a drive-in restaurant.
Oh, wow.
But it's really funny how they have to put that registered trademark and the copyright. Like, just put it on the back. I don't understand why they have to put it on the logo.
Well, look how cool it is, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't see that anymore. Like it's so.
Look at the shape of it. Yes.
Well, I love this. I'm very partial
Scallop?
to scallops. Yeah, I love the scallops. Okay, I don't know if anyone's from New York, but apparently this is one of the oldest kosher restaurants in the tri-state area. Lou G. Siegel.
What does it say? there?
I know that place.
Do you?
No, you don't.
I'm joking. I
Oh.
really don't.
Oh.
No, I do know that place. I don't know if it's still open though.
No, it's not.
Amherst College.
Yeah, this is Amherst.
That's cool.
Calvin Coolidge went here. I think one of the worst presidents.
Is that the one?
And look at this. Stuyvesant.
Oh wow! I thought it was
Stuyvesant
the
High
as
School.
well.
No, it's Stuyvesant High School.
That's so cool.
Established in 1904.
Yeah. And of
That's-
course, again, I love these. Very nice.
You know where they're from?
No, it
Does
might have-
anyone know where they're from?
no, this might have been just in their catalog. I mean, it's not, but if you look under here, like I mean, no, they're just dishes.
Oh, no, that's wires.
They're dishes.
But look at
everywhere.
this. Let's show this, Julie. The Harvard. Is that Harvard Club?
Yeah, but not yet. Don't go
Okay,
there.
sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Like here's Julie holding a dish.
That's from the book.
That's little Julie from the book.
There's the store underneath.
Yes.
Which is closed right now.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
All right. Here
Sorry.
is the Mount Sinai Hospital of Greater Miami.
That's where our nephew was born.
Too.
Elias.
And I don't know what this is from, but
Oh,
I
that's
think
awesome.
if anyone knows this, I just think this is so beautiful. That decal.
Beautiful.
I have no idea. A
Look
lot
at
of times customers tell us. Oh, this is from the military. Sorry, this one's so dirty. This is from the Army. The US Army. These are from juvenile hospitals.
Wow.
I know.
That's so sweet.
I know they're beautiful, aren't they?
Look at this one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
these are all from
sweet.
juvenile hospitals. Okay, this one I know Margaret's gonna love.
Oh, she told you about this. I remember when she was here.
No.
You didn't know what it was.
No, not this one. She told me about
Something in Chicago.
the other one. Yeah, that's not this. This is from in Miami. So occasionally really great things happen and we find the original decals. So look at this. Look at that
Wow.
black handle.
It's very cool.
That's so beautiful.
Look at all the different, like, move.
But yeah, we have a lot
so-
of when the manufacturers went out, we got like all of these. Look,
Wow.
this is a custard cup.
Do you know
a
where in
bowl. See
Miami?
the placement?
Do you know where it's from? What
I have
restaurant?
no idea, but it's so Miami 1950s.
I know. I thought it was fun.
The artwork is incredible.
I know.
Like somebody did that.
So I know. So here's the Board of Education, Rochester, New York.
That's beautiful.
Look, dainty lunch.
I've never had one of those before.
Dainty luncheon.
It's a dainty luncheon. This is Ithaca Conservatory of Music. This is Georgian Bay Line. So
I know I'm giving them a headache.
no, you're not. Sorry.
That's cool. Look at the
Okay,
landmark
wait.
diner.
Wait, so I live down on, I live with my sister, live down on Wall Street in Manhattan. And I started finding just today, all these things like right in our neighborhood. Look, this is New York Cotton Exchange Building at 1 Hanover.
Oh my
Right.
God.
It's right around the corner from us, India House.
Wow.
1914, it was purchased by India House Private Club for gentlemen in foreign commerce, which still occupies the building. It's just for gentlemen. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, and then here's a private country club that's still open now, the Rolling Rock. Maybe it's a golf club. I'm not sure. What?
I want to show the logo. Okay.
Yeah,
What's this?
Luigi Siegel is still open. It's in the garment district.
Luigi Seagulls? Are you
It's in the
serious?
garment district. I know it.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
That's
So
awesome.
Terry said she knows. See, I learn a lot from customers or friends. This is the Anglers Club in New York.
You can tell she's not nervous.
This is also Members Club at 101 Broad Street. It's
Oh,
right where-
wow.
yeah, this
Oh,
is
wow.
right where we live.
Yeah.
This is right where we live.
Oh, I know this place.
The Poinsett Club.
I mean, I've heard of it. Looks like a gentleman's club.
Wait. Well, this is American Journalism Club, founded in 1913.
That's so
The press
cool.
club.
Amazing.
Look at that.
pattern
Yeah.
is incredible.
Yeah. And this is the Mayfair Club. It's in New York City. They had an abrupt closing in 2000 by authorities. That's yeah, that's code for the, Department of Health visited
Cool.
them.
What's that?
We showed this.
Oh, it's
It's
beautiful.
from Tofanetti's. Louisiana State University. LSU. I showed you the plaza. This is Hilton Hotels.
Yeah.
It must be so.
Oh my
early.
gosh.
Yeah, it's not what Hilton looks like today. It's not Hilton Honors. Okay. Hotel Barbara Worth. constructed in 1914. Barbara Worth was an actress, I think. Opened in 1915. It was very popular. Destroyed in 1962. It's named after Harold Ball Wright novel, The Winning of Barbara Worth. I'm sure somebody knows that. I'm gonna learn so much at the Q&A.
Look at this.
It's a
You're
Q-
already getting texts.
it should be a Q&A like I ask you guys questions.
This is beautiful. Where
Okay,
is-
look at this. This is incredible. This is Southern Hotel. Look at that, 1905. These are all from the archive room when the manufacturers closed.
Ohio.
We would go into the archive room too, and they were like, take it. This is Onondaga pottery. So that's before it turned into Syracuse.
Is there lead?
But no lead. And
Even back then?
Nope. Everybody knows that. That's why you don't see bright red or no, there's no lead in these dishes. And they're the highest standards. This is not it. Everybody knows that. I'm still preaching to the choir. The luxury hotel in the
Beautiful.
60s in Jacksonville, Florida. Look.
Wow.
And look at all this information under the glaze.
Hotel George Washington, Chestnut Brown.
Yeah. This is the Mayflower Hotel,
Wow.
1933.
Oh, someone,
Wow.
One of the first
I know.
hotels owned by the Hilton family, Los Angeles, California. I should
the
take,
Mayflower's owned by the Hiltons?
yeah, I should take these off so they're not in the camera, so everyone thinks I really know my dishes.
Yeah, you should
Well,
have
it's
done
too
that.
late now, 'cause they already know that we have cheat sheets.
Take it, good. This is the historic hotel in Mobile, Alabama, built in 1908 as a Battle House Hotel. Woodrow Wilson stayed at the Battle House after the fire. There was a fire, apparently. There's nothing. This is a beautiful, beautiful pattern.
Someone wants to know the address.
It's
of your-
1934,
It's so
Someone
elegant.
wants to know the address of your store.
19th and Broadway,
889.
889 Broadway, 19th and Broadway, right between Union Square and Madison
Square Park.
Square Park. And this is my favorite too. I have a lot of favorites. American Hotel, Miami. Look at that.
You could tell.
That is so deco,
yeah,
1950s.
Wow.
that's very cool.
Okay, and this is
Newarker.
the first restaurant in Newark Airport. Did I discuss this one already?
You had you
Oh, yeah, I
posted
did.
it today.
But I actually, the secret is that we got these because they left the gold off by accident. This had lots of gold in it. So that's why we got this.
You had a lot of them too.
Yeah, we got a lot of them. Then there's some really fun stuff. There's dishes everywhere. And there was a lot of stuff that was racist. Like, I mean, we have a lot of
Oh,
stuff that was,
sandbox.
yeah, like that's discontinued. Thank God.
Oh, what is that
Um,
one with the kid, the dog?
That's Howard Johnson's.
Oh yeah.
Is Howard, yeah, hold on. Here's Methodist Church. A lot of churches, a lot of candy stores, and a lot of sanitariums.
There's manufacturers
This is
Hanover.
many Henny
Do
manufacturers.
you
You're not
know
getting it in
Walker
there.
China in Bedford, Ohio?
Wait, you're not, of course I do.
Okay.
Walker China. I actually, can you see a manufacturer's Hanover?
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't know if you can read it.
yeah, you can read it, right? White
But
Castle.
Here's Maxwell House. Here, I'm gonna open this.
Yeah, because it has a
There's a
glare.
glare.
Manila Hotel.
Look. The
What does that
coffee.
say?
This one?
Perry something.
Perry Kellogg or something.
There's the Harvard
Yes.
Club.
Yeah, and this, oh yeah, the Harvard Club also called us and said they had a lot in their basement. And I remember we drove away. We're like,
What's up with Gay Dan?
I don't know who gave Dan. I don't know what that is.
There's Mobile.
Look at all these little egg cups.
So beautiful.
Yeah, there's
Love the
New York
shapes.
Central, Mobile Oil, Walton's. I don't know what Walton's is.
I think it's done.
Look, someone showed this
Oh,
at
wow.
but somebody showed this on another
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
presentation.
yeah, whoa. Careful. And then in here,
Julie, what is that creamer? Oh, I have plates that say Lutheran. Okay, I'm sorry. We should read them after.
okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Here's Walgreen Agency.
What's the red one?
I don't know why. Look, this is from Awani Lodge, I believe. Mobile. Everyone's gonna say, no, it's not.
What's the red one?
Which red one?
Right
This?
there, CR.
The Cynthia Rowley. I don't know what it is. I gave her one though. Look at this boxing gym. Blue.
Oh, that's funny. Look at
Yes.
that.
Look at this
Wow,
little
that's
delicate
cool.
Pennsylvania Railroad egg cup.
Look at, isn't that the Greenbrier
Yeah.
next to it?
This?
Yeah.
It is a Greenbrier. But look at this. Look, I love this cup. Look at there's NASA. And there's a synagogue. And 20th Century
This
Fox.
looks-
And this is from the Southern Pacific Railroad.
Show them the little black and white.
This is from,
We have those at home.
yeah, it's, I'm drawing a blank.
Let's pick it up.
No, it's, give me a second. I'm having performance anxiety. This is La Fonda del Sol, and it's designed by Alexander Gerard. I know.
Isn't that cute?
No, but here's the worst thing. When we first found these, we found bushels and bushels of them. And we were so young that my partner and I were like, these are so stupid. You can't even put your finger in them. Let's just make them 75 cents and get rid of them. And now they're on eBay for like thousands of dollars. And they're probably from me.
Mhm.
Here's Ford and a little tablet on the green vegetable dish. This is still around, Bimbo's. Bimbo.
Bimbo 365.
Yeah, that's still around. It's in California, apparently.
What about that black and white soap dish?
It's so pretty. It's not actually a soap dish. It is a vegetable dish. When you look in the catalogs, you'll see, oh, look, that's for Margaret.
Oh, Margaret, that's for you. What is that?
It's her pattern, I think. The pattern she likes.
Oh,
Look at this Delta restaurant.
Delta Airline?
I don't know. Here's a comedy club. This is. Can you see it?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm so shaky.
It's okay.
I shouldn't be touching them.
Tell me if you want to pull something out.
Okay, wait.
Because Davenport's is not famous.
Uh,
Oh, look at this with the moose head.
I know, that's really cool. It's from a Elks Lodge. And this is US Forestry Department.
UPS.
No, it's
Oh.
US Forestry.
Sorry.
UPS. UPS.
I think you have UPS.
I do have UPS.
Wait,
Here, wait,
I have to get up. Sorry, everyone.
I'm gonna shut
Oh,
this.
there's more of what
Wait, let me
Margaret,
shut this.
Margaret. Water dishes.
No,
right?
that's not the same.
Oh,
That's-
sorry.
That's not her pattern. But these are butter pats. And apparently this is Harvey Stevens. They own concession stands or something. And look at this Washington Boulevard Hospital.
Okay.
This is, you get Jello in this. Because you just had your tonsils out. Wait, look at this match striker. So you put the matches in here and you strike them on the side. I'm so afraid for the Q&A because I'm afraid everyone's going to tell me all the stuff I'm saying wrong.
Show them the glassware, the Moser.
Wait, shut that up.
I'll
No,
shut it.
okay.
We'll shut it
Will you
later.
shut the door?
Yeah.
No, but this is, wait, let me get this.
Sorry. I'm so sorry if
Look.
everyone has a headache after this.
Look,
Okay.
don't feel bad. I live with her.
Look, here's the crystal hamburgers.
Yeah.
That's not old though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it old?
Yes, they don't make their own China. That's corporate China. If you go to Crystal Hamburgers, you're not gonna, I don't think you're,
There's Macy's.
there's Holiday Inn right there.
Where?
Holiday Inn right there.
Oh, I see it. I got it.
Someone really young came in the tour and asked me if it was from the Chevy Chase movie.
Chevy Chase.
Vacation.
Oh,
This I love so much. I don't know what it is, but look at that Indian.
it's a cool.
I mean, I love
Is that a
them.
mug?
And this is Dorothy Draper from
Oh my God.
Greenbrier. Yeah, and these are from children's hospitals. Don's Drive-In, Juniors.
Oh, where? Oh. Love it. It's cool. I'm getting everything.
These are railroad teapots, so they don't spill
Oh, yeah.
unless I'm touching them. I don't know what this is from, Shadows, if anybody knows this. The Shadows?
You'll see a text right now.
Really?
Yeah, these are these people know everything. I'm assuming. Oh, what's this? Evil Village, oh,
the original Hickory Pit. It's a pig.
Willow Bend Inn.
I love this, but I can't take it out. So maybe you can take, this is Hotel Commodore. And that's the 21 Club. They also called us. They had a lot of stuff. That's okay. It's hard to get back there. Everything will fall.
There's
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm too scared.
Isn't that a gas? Is it
What?
Chevron or something?
Where?
The one with the star.
No, that's City Core.
That's what I meant.
Isn't it?
That's
City
it's
Core,
famous.
Yeah.
Does anyone
Yeah,
know?
everything's like stuck.
Does anyone know there's a present? If anyone knows what that is.
What? That's new. That's like,
Oh,
I mean,
Oh.
it's not that new, but
look at this butter boats.
Hi, Julie, I don't know if you can hear me, but the screen is frozen.
Text message.
I think we're having a minute's pause here, everyone. That's a text. I'm not sure why we're having this pause, but stay with us and we shall continue in a moment. Back to the
Hey.
library logo.
Can you guys hear us?
Yes, I think, and we can see you again now. Thank you.
Oh, you can see us.
I'm gonna
Okay.
mute myself now. We
Okay.
should probably, in a few minutes, get to a Q&A part.
Okay.
okay, I'll just show you this last thing, which I can't not show you.
This is her favorite.
This is my favorite. So when the manufacturers went out of business, we also got all the decal books. And this is really a walk through American history. I mean, this is, Margaret, this stuff has to be in a museum yesterday. So I'll show you these. Is it working?
Well,
It's working, but you're just really small.
here.
Well, I am really small.
Okay, go ahead, Julie.
All right. Where you look? Oh, okay. So these are all the decal books. All these 1920 YMCA. Look at these. These are Elks Lodge. All these books. We have all these decal books going back to literally the turn of the century. Why can't you make it bigger? Look at this YMCA.
Sorry, I'm very sorry. That's not me.
Look, can you get that?
It's not easy, Julie.
No, that's the, yeah. Yeah, these are the decal books.
Okay.
See, wait, 1926. That's, and it's all these too. All these. And all these filled with decals. And I'll just take you into my office one last time. This is where I've spent the last 35 years putting out fires that I started. There's all my portraits. And I guess if you want to start, those are condom molds. Don't ask. Okay, so if Margaret, if you want to start with
I'm just gonna put you over here, Julie.
with
Tell them
Q&A.
why you have
Why is it
balance.
so small?
Tell them why you have balance problems. If you want.
So just, there's so much more to tell you. I guess we'll stop. Should we stop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to sit down?
No. Okay.
for
But-
Q&A.
For Q&A, because I have to, for some reason, when we got disconnected, she's really small, and so I'm just trying to.
Yeah. I mean, I am small. I'm 4'11".
She is small, she's very small. Here, I'm gonna switch the camera. Oh, sorry about looking at me.
Okay.
And now
Right.
it's just on you. But I don't know.
Thank you very much, Julie. Thank you. Maybe this is going to be part one of many, many.
There's so much more. Yeah.
I know when I visited, it was, the time just disappeared, just like.
Yeah, so overwhelming.
So I think we have some questions, and people, if you have questions, please put your questions in the chat. And Bill will direct them to Julie, if you have any at your end that we didn't get, or if the library has any, they can send them on. Anyway, thank you very much. It was fascinating. I got all kinds of questions, but I'll save mine.
Well, we also have some comments. I think I'll start with my own personal comments, because I used to work in the Hotel China business, and I really appreciated the wonderful things you said about the companies and the people that worked at the companies. They truly were wonderful people, and I wish they could all hear those very kind things that you said about them.
Yeah, we probably know a lot of the same people.
I worked at Shenango China in the late 80s, so I was an engineer, so they probably wouldn't have introduced me to you.
Really? Yeah. No, there's ironically, there was one guy, John Miles, who worked at Shenango China. He was just a kid, and he went to Homer, and he kind of saw the future of this industry and what was happening. And he went to a company called Steelite, and they do manufacture overseas. And he said to us, I called him crying one day. I was like, everyone's closing. I don't know what to do. And he said, you got to get your head out of the sand. And I'm going to prove to you that you can go offshore and make a product and make your dishes and your designs, and you will not be disappointed. And he sent me the next day 2 tickets to Mexico, to Oaxaca. And we went to see the manufacturer in China. And that was very pivotal for us.
So another comment, Julie, you and your reverence to your dishes are adorable and wonderful. It is refreshing to hear you treat dishes with due respect and reverence for the artistic creations they are. Thank you for presenting and sharing your amazing collection with us today. Where is your store located?
19th and Broadway.
19th and Broadway, okay.
Yes, and if anybody comes, I'll show you upstairs.
So Scott Vermillion has a question. Scott Vermillion says the decal books are amazing. What manufacturers are they from?
Mayor China, Shenango China. I got it. Mayor China, Shenango China, and Onondaga.
You have a ton.
Thank you.
I have a lot. I have the ledgers too with the prices. Oh my God. $1.29 for a dozen. Hello.
So there's another comment. The Chicken in the Rough was in Oklahoma City.
Thank you. Thank you.
So a question, what do you think of Fire King by Anchor Hocking and the Restaurant-Ware that they made?
I love Fire King. I mean, it's kind of irresistible. It's something you never get tired of. But it's just very familiar. I mean, I love it. I have it at home. Who doesn't love Fire King? But I just stick with this kind of stuff. But it's amazing. I love it. I mean, the problem is when you buy it at flea markets and stuff, it's always pretty beat up. So, you're lucky to find a new piece, a not used piece. All this stuff I have, I admit it looks a little beat up, but it's not used. Nothing's used. Even stuff I sell on the floor, I never sell anything used.
So another question, are all the dishes shown for sale?
No. Oh God, no, they're going to Margaret's.
And we can't wait too.
No, these
Thank you,
are
Julie.
heading to a museum. No, new way.
And
These
Julie,
are all heading to a museum.
Julie will be cataloging them, and you're all going to be helping from afar.
Okay, you just gave me a really big cold sore. I am not.
We'll post their pictures of everything, and then we'll ask everybody, and we'll go through the ID Wiki on the Restaurant-Ware Collectors Network and use that tool and all of your genius knowledge that everybody has out there.
I'm having trouble keeping track of what I have next week. I mean, well, I'm gonna have to bring an intern in for this.
Okay, there's quite a number.
Another question and comment. This incredible collection is a tribute to the history of the hotel, restaurant, and institutions that distinguished themselves with logos and styles that individualized them. Are you seeing any contemporary expressions like this, or has the field been depleted by foreign markets?
What do you mean contemporary expressions?
I think, are people continuing to put their logos on dish?
No,
dishes
you can't
today?
anymore. It would be an overglaze. It would be, I mean, yeah, you can go offshore, but it doesn't have this beautiful like foot on it. It doesn't have, it's different. It's totally different. It's not the same. But look, if I show you this, wait, I just want to show you outside. If I show you this, this is crazy. No, Dina. If I show you this is all new stuff that I got the last time.
Oh, Cafe du Monde.
Yeah, you see, we can't.
Didn't they can
Yeah,
s-
no, you can't.
No, they can see it. Can you
It's not
see
on the
it?
camera. It's not on the camera.
Well, oh, I'm sorry. It's,
Can you turn it around? Can't you just turn it around?
yeah, 1 second. But,
Sorry, 1 second.
oh, here it is.
Okay.
Switch.
Yeah, here. So this is all new stuff. And what's amazing about these manufacturers, yeah, there's Cafe Du Monde, John Early Candy. This is stuff that is brand new, but it's made.
Oh, Veselka.
Veselka, yeah, that's a Ukrainian restaurant. This is the Diplomat in Washington, DC. You're not.
I know, I'm sorry because your hand was there.
This,
The Diplomat.
it's made exactly the same way. It's not made any different. They did not take, so this mug, like any mug here, is made the way they were in 1901. The same thing, on the same machinery,
Oh, look at the good morning. I
Yeah.
love that.
on the same machinery. So that's what I'm so enamored with.
Here's
with
some of
this
the pictures Marissa,
business.
of the factories. I don't know if you can see this. Don't you know that guy, Julie?
Oh, does anyone know this?
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Somebody must know this. All right, because I see that often.
Okay, I'm just gonna switch the camera. Be sure.
We have a comment. Someone has a Commodore Cruise Line Millennium Cruise 2000 plate, which they bought from you. Did someone
Commodore
who
Cruise Line,
collects, ocean
yes.
liner memorabilia?
Yes, that was downstairs. I still have a lot of stuff with a lot of dishes and platters with logos. But I mean, every time I sell something, it's like giving a kidney. I really, seriously, it says I know I'll never get it again. But we're making a lot of our own stuff. Just, Dina, can you just bring me that glass? Look,
Yeah.
and that glass and the thing is
This
on.
one?
Yeah, and the piece of paper. that
This
it's
one?
on. Yeah.
I thought you showed this one.
A lot of the decal books that we got have been our lifeline for inspiration. Like, for example, this is a glass
That you did.
This is a glass that we did. It's not in there.
There it is.
There it is. And this is the decal. So we've these books have been our inspiration for 37 years.
So here's a question that I almost hesitate to ask. So now that all of the American dinnerware manufacturers are gone, is this the end of Fish's Eddy selling vintage dinnerware, or do you have huge stockpiles?
I have a lot, but yeah, it's dwindling. Yes, it's dwindling. The answer is yes, unfortunately.
Here's a, I think here's a good one. Use your powers in New York City to get the Metropolitan Museum of Art to digitize their 1903 Greenwood China catalog, a real pioneer company, and make it public. Please, in capital letters.
So wait, I just want to understand that. Get the Metropolitan, Dean, I can't hear. Get the Metro,
Apparently, the Metropolitan Museum of Art has a 1903 Greenwood China catalog. And this person is asking you to use your influence to get them to digitize it and make it public.
okay. Okay, I'll use.
Put
This
that
is-
on your list. Put that on your.
This is-
Tell
this is-
Carolyn Kennedy, get Carolyn Kennedy to call them.
Yeah,
back.
I can't even get into Gee Whiz Diner on a Sunday morning, but I will try.
Okay, Walgreens started in 1901 in Chicago. Lunch Counter opened 1910 to 1913 when there were 2 stores. So the one plate might have been from then.
Were there must have been like some sit-ins at Walgreens. I'm sure.
Other question, will the books be available to research when they get to the museum?
Margaret?
Yes, they will. And eventually, once you all join and pay your hefty membership fees and we can afford it, things will get digitized. We'll have staff and permanent location and it'll all get digitized. But yes, researchers will be able to handle things, of course.
I was giving a tour recently and there was somebody, an archivist was here, somebody from FIT, I think. And she was like, I can't believe you let people handle these books. And I felt so bad. I really they can't be put away soon enough. I know they're supposed to have special paper in each page. And I don't know, it's just, they can't go to a museum quick enough.
Step by step, we're doing it.
I know.
You preserved them, so thank you.
Oh, here's more about the 1903 catalog at the Met. They only show 1 page, and the person asking the question said that he paid to have digitized some time ago.
And the Met does that?
It's the 1903 catalog. Apparently, there's only 1 page that's available that's been digitized.
Oh, God.
Look at all my pages.
Okay, here's another question. Was there a plate made for you by Sterling China with ladies' faces in pink and black? That had
Yes.
words like deceptive, quarrelsome, fickle.
Yes. We've done so many patterns. We've done hundreds and hundreds of patterns. Yes, that pattern was a collaboration with Marilena Pirelli, I think. That was a collaboration, that plate. Yes.
And I think we are running kind of long, and I think that nobody wants to say goodbye. But
I didn't even show you half of it.
there's a question. Will this presentation be available later on YouTube or elsewhere?
Yes, it will. The Ann Arbor District Library is recording it, and it will be available at their website and at our website and possibly through Julie's Instagram. We don't know, but yes, it'll be out there. And if you attended tonight, or even if you signed up and you couldn't attend, you will get a notification when it's available. And usually that takes not more than a week or so from the library standpoint. It's not edited. It's just made into a thing that you can go back to on YouTube. So, yes. So I want to thank Julie very much for her presentation tonight. It was fantastic. I want to come visit again soon. And thank you all for attending, and be sure to watch your emails for our next month's presentation. Thank you, Julie, so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Bill. And thank you, everybody. Thank
The
you.
comments that are coming in
Wait,
now
come on,
are all
please.
thanking you and saying wonderful things about you.
Oh, wait, please.
Come on.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Julie. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.